Some children see him lily white, the baby Jesus born.
The place? All Saints Episcopal Church in Pontiac, Michigan. Here the Reverend Bates Burt, a devoted father who loved music almost as much as he loved his family, served as a minister for 25 years. In 1922, he began the practice of writing a Christmas carol each year and sending it to his friends as a Christmas card. Year after year, the Burt family's many friends looked forward to receiving these charming Christmas cards. Eventually, their own children and grandchildren were added to the Christmas card list. When Alfred, the youngest child, had finished college with a music degree, the Reverend Burt pulled him aside and said, "I think the time has come for me to turn over to you the writing of the music for the annual carol, and I will continue to write the words." Beginning in 1941, the carols came from both father and son. After 1948, when the Reverend Burt died of a heart attack, his son and Wihla Hutson, an old family friend who spent many Christmases with the Burt family, continued the loving practice of composing annual Christmas carols. Thereafter, Wihla Hutson, who served as organist at All Saints Church for 50 years and lived to the age of 101, wrote the lyrics, and Alfred composed the music. In the early 1950s, the carol compositions of Alfred Burt and Wihla Hutson were sung at various public and church concerts. In 1951, they collaborated to release the carol, "Some Children See Him." What makes this carol so endearing is that it honored racial diversity long before it had become politically fashionable. Note how the lyrics portray the innocent and unconditional love each child has toward another one born 2,000 years ago. As seen through their eyes, love not only shines softly as a bright, steady flame, but also bears witness as the Christmas ideal. In 1953, disaster struck. Alfred was diagnosed with incurable lung cancer. Soon after getting that news, Anne, his wife, lost the baby she was carrying. In the midst of this sorrow, or perhaps because of it, Alfred and Wihla found solace by the fact that they had collaborated to write 4 new carols before the sad news of Alfred's condition. 2 of these wonderful creations were "Caroling, Caroling" and "The Star Carol." Months before Alfred became gravely ill in the summer of 1953, the head of Columbia Records had arranged to record his latest carols. It was a great comfort to Alfred, a World War II veteran, to learn the record company would release his new carols for the 1954 Christmas season. He would not live to see that day. In February of 1954, the versatile musician, trumpeter, and carol composer quietly joined angels in heaven in singing glorious songs of the Nativity. The Star Carol graced the final Burt Christmas card in 1954. It was the last of the 4 carols to be written, and it reflected Alfred Burt's spiritual state of mind. Wihla Hutson's heartwarming lyrics and Alfred's beautiful melody resulted in one of the great carols from America's heartland. Tennessee Ernie Ford, a popular country and noted gospel singer blessed with a rich baritone voice, was the original recording artist of The Star Carol and is part of American Christmas classics. His performance resonates with clarity and depth of feeling, further enriching the purity of the carol. A second carol, "Caroling, Caroling," was also first performed in public in 1954. It, too, reflected the tender instincts of the Christmas message and represented the traditional good feelings associated with the Burt family Christmas cards. Notice how its simple lilt entices us to sing along while Christmas bells are ringing. Albert's songwriting partner, Wihla Hutson, died in March of 2002, just a few days short of her 101st birthday. Despite the passing of Albert and Wihla, there is little doubt their legacy has added greatly to the American carol repertoire.
This church is always honored each year to present the Burt carols at Christmas time, not only at services, but from time to time we have a special concert featuring the Burt carols. The three carols that are most loved and most popular are Some Children See Him, Caroling, Caroling, and the Star Carol. The Star Carol is especially filled with emotion because it was the last carol that he composed just the day before he died and expresses his own faith and his own hope in God's promise.